Hello friends and welcome to Formula One Game History, first of what I hope will be many episodes here exclusively on the Shift F1 Patreon, where I dive into the history of Formula One video games, play a bunch of games from my F1 history, and also a bunch of ones that you've suggested that I haven't played, because as it turns out, there's actually quite a lot of old Formula One games on pretty much every console known to man. Today's game was voted for by you, and it's absolutely no surprise that the game that won our first poll was Microprose's Formula One Grand Prix, which was designed by the fantastic, infamous F1 programmer Jeff Crammond. First of all, a little bit about the game before we dive into the gameplay. It was released on MS-DOS, the Amiga, and Atari ST in 1992, and is based sort of loosely on the 1991 F1 season. The developers didn't have the rights to any of the FIA, teams or driver names or anything like that, but there was a function in the game that allowed you to edit all of those details if you wanted. The tracks, on the other hand, are all there, and it was one of the main sort of reasons F1 fans were really, really interested in playing this game, is that unlike a lot of the sort of arcadey driving games that had come out around that time, Jeff Crammond and the folks who made this game did a lot of work to ensure that the fidelity of the tracks, at least from like 1992 standards, is incredibly high. If you played this game, you're going to have the same nostalgic feeling that I have when I go back and play it. But if you haven't played it, a couple of things, a word of warning as it were. This game is not the prettiest thing in the world. It was a 3D game years before 3D games were really a thing, so it was kind of figuring out a lot of problems and running on hardware that really wasn't ever meant to run 3D games. I think I owned it on the Amiga 600. I believe this is the only 3D game that I ever played on that lifetime of that console, and games came out on that computer for years after F1 Grand Prix. It's fun to talk about F1 Grand Prix because it's a classic game that many of us played, but perhaps the reason it's most important to talk about it now is that it was made during an era where most of the designers who work on the new Formula One games were learning about games and learning about driving games. And throughout my years working in the games press, I have had a number of opportunities to talk to the folks at Codemasters who now make the official F1 games about their design philosophy, and it has come up a number of times that Formula One Grand Prix by Jeff Crammond, be it the first game or its sequels, was a massive inspiration to the way that they went about thinking about the design of Formula One games. So without further ado, like I said, those of you who've never seen this game before, you have been warned, not only in terms of its graphics, in terms of its menus and difficulty and the way that you try and judge pace and the way in which the CPU throttles. It's a product of its time for sure, and if you think about it in that way, perhaps it's a little bit more digestible. To those of you who've played it in the past, it's nothing short of a wonderful nostalgia trip, so I hope you enjoy it. One last thing, this is actually playable via abandonware websites. You can download it and run it in DOSBox, but if you want, you can actually just play this in your browser. I'm going to put the link on screen now, so you can see if you type that in, you'll be able to go play the game in a browser yourself. I'll also put the link in the video description and on Patreon as well, in case you want to check it out. But without further ado, this is Formula One Grand Prix by Microprose, designed by Jeff Crammond, released in 1992. Enjoy!
Let me tell you, I am very excited to play this game because I feel like this is as much a trip down memory lane as it is, for those of you who want to play this, kind of like a primer, like a demo, like I'm basically working as the manual. I'm going to show you how to play this game because boy oh boy is this thing idiosyncratic. We're going to go with English here. Apologies to our Francaise and the Dutch's friends. I think it pops up for a second. Yeah, look at this. The manual protection. That actually, this is obviously a non-official version of the product. For that, you'd have to go through the rather thick manual this game had and pick out a word. It would tell you like this number word in this paragraph on this page. It was an early form of DRM. Yeah, one of my favorite things about this is it goes quick race and then main menu. The menu system in this game is completely bananas. But I want to show off a bunch of the stuff that's in here. So this obviously was based on the 1991 season, but Jeff Crammond did not have the license, the rights to anything. It's why it has teams like Puma and McPherson, and which is another ridiculous one. Leclerc. Oh, there you go. He's got his own team. Torino, Blaze, Spectre. We can go into any one of these teams and check out who McPherson has. Carlos Sanchez and Kurt Langer. There's some of these which my knowledge of the 1991 season, the depth of because there was a lot of cars in that season is not super good, but there's a couple of really obvious ones in here. Enzo D'Angelo, I remember that one. Enzo, of course you have them in Enzo in your racing game. One driver selected, single player. Okay, I think I picked Enzo, did I? I guess I did. What else we got? We got practice any circuit. Help options setup. Like, what the fuck? Setup options, auto brakes, auto gears, self-riding spins. You can actually choose these during the level using the function keys during the race. So I'll probably show you off that. Non-championship race, championship season, game options menu. This is where you like set up what the quick race would be, which is really weird. So that quick race at the top, you don't actually get to choose which circuit. It's like a preset. So they have, I guess, everything from the 1991. They don't have the right cities either, but they're in here. Hungaroring, Spa, Monza, Estoril. Oh, fantastic. Suzuka. Adelaide, of course, was the Grand Prix down under then. Phoenix. Oh my God, that's awesome. Interlagos. What do we want to do for? I have Imola as well. Oh, I have a sweet spot for the Monaco Grand Prix in this game. Let's do that one. Yeah, we'll stay dry if you don't mind. Save options. So I did save options. Replace this file. Yeah, sure. Different times. All right, let's do that and then go to quick race, I guess, which now should hopefully be. Yeah, here we are in Monaco. Let's view it. It tells you which direction to go in. There's the casino and into the tunnel and out, and it's the same configuration as ever. Not much height going on here. I feel like there's a height which isn't represented here, perhaps. This is pretty much a hill and then it comes down, but I guess and there's a bit of that in this game, but I don't know why they don't show it there. Here we go, Ayrton Senna for McLaren. Look, they have the real names here. Alan Prosper Ferrari. So the idea, I remember back in the day, you would have just gone in and edited all those names of those drivers. Was kind of the idea behind it. But we don't have time for that today. All right, so the controls for this game are completely bananas. I'm gonna hit pause for a second. I'm riding with Robert Davies. Is my name. I think I can flick camera. Yeah, I can. There's the graphics from the outside. Look at that. I'm at the back of the pack. That's not fair. You can flick, if you press up and down on the cursor keys, you flick between the drivers, which is incredibly confusing the first time you play this. So the way this works with the default keys is A is go forward, is accelerate, sorry. Z is brake. Then I believe these keys are called tilde. It's the, I guess full stop and comma, but it's the triangular brackets. Sorry, it's not tilde, is it? The triangular bracket ones. They go left and right. Shifting gear up, you hit spacebar while you're accelerating, and to shift down, you just take your foot off the gas entirely and hit the spacebar, and that'll downshift. I'm probably going to keep the gears on automatic, at least for the start. If you look at the heads up display, do you see that little sort of? I wonder if I can turn it off and on here. I can't. See the red icon underneath the RPM. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sort of things. One of them's lit up. The second one, that's the gears are set to automatic. I believe the first one, I think, is... One of them is auto brakes, I remember. One of them is self-correcting spin. One is indestructible mode. I think that's number 4. Yeah, suggested gear is there as well. And also, you can get the ideal line as well. So I think I can turn on ideal line, maybe. I'm going to leave that one on there. Okay, so I'm accelerating. Obviously, they're missing a bit of architecture here, I think it's fair to say. on the start finish straight at Monza. And away we go. Now what's interesting is it has to rev up to get to first gear, which I find interesting. We're taking our time here. I really don't want to... I'm terrified of this first corner here. Could ruin everyone's race. See how sharp it is in this game. I can't remember. Oh. Okay, it's pretty sharp. Uphill a little bit, yeah. Oh. The bumper to bumper here. Get out of my way. My name is Enzo. Move over. Alright, up the hill. Bit of a hill. Not much of a hill. I'm gonna turn off that line actually. Where is it? F5. I'm gonna turn that off. Oh. Made up one place. So in terms of like, you know, this is the track. This turn is... Oh, Jesus Christ. There is a stand there. It is as hard to overtake here in this game as it is in real life. Actually, maybe not here. Oh, is there a bit of debris there flying around? That's not from me. It's someone else. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Oh, it's someone's... whoever's in front of me there is their rear wing is bent, so obviously they got rear-ended. Let's see how difficult the tightest corner of the season is. I think there's someone on the inside of me. I feel a little bit of a rub when I turn in. Look at this. This is this is like traffic in downtown San Francisco on like a Friday evening. This is where Senna decided he had enough and went to his hotel. All right, keep going into the tunnel. Here we go. Try and get some speed here and overtake. I wish I had a timer going for how long. Shit. I wish I had a timer going for how long this lap was. This might be the longest lap in Monaco history. Oh yeah, the runoff wasn't there back then. This was a wall. Keep going around. Up into 16th. Made 10 places or 9 places already. 10 places? 10 surely. Oh, look at that. Happy with that one. Foot off the gas into the corner. Blind. And again. I feel like it's auto-turning a little bit for me. I don't know why. It feels like it's leaning a little bit into the corners when I go for it. Now we're talking. Okay, so let me explain how this game works. This game was based on a 3D software 3D engine. This is before OpenGL, DirectX, any of that stuff, right? So this was its own engine, and it was sort of a locked, I believe, if I'm remembering this correctly, it was locked to or there was a certain amount that the CPU was kind of locked to, where it created this, I guess, slow motion effect whenever there was just too much to process. So kind of like a frame rate. It's not a frame issue though. It's got to do with processing, and I think you could turn it off as well. But effectively, it just made it so that the games were like, whenever anything crazy was going on, so there's a bunch of cars, whenever it's rendering a lot, it would create that slow-mo effect that we had for most of the first lap. And it sort of goes up and down with that. So if I'm on my own, or if I'm leading the race, where am I now? I'm in 12th. It's like I'm incentivized to get a good frame rate. If I do well in qualification, I'll have a way better time at the race because the frame rate won't be as bad. Oh my god, this is just... Look at I love the little effects they do though to make this look 3D, like the grey on the inside of the rear wing, and the sort of slightly different shade on the outside of the tires. Like it's like 3D pixel art basically. It's pretty incredible stuff. Alright, going the outside of him. I can't tell you how hard it is to turn this thing. I know it looks like I'm just ramming into them like an idiot, but come on. Slow down. Oh! Will I get in trouble if I cut across this? Oh, sugar! I get in trouble. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta turn it around. Turn around. Oh, I've lost all those places. Back to slow-mo town. Look at that. All right, you know what? For the sake of all of us, I'm gonna back out and do another race. Boy, I'll tell you what. The sight of those engines, it brings me back, but it is quite grating. Okay, let's think of a track that'll give us a bit of space. Let's go with Spa. We'll check that one out. What's this? Forward and back? Oh, that's cool. Beautiful Monza. Spa-Francorchamps. I wish I could out in St. Alan Prost, just dominating everything. I wish I could set myself in the front of the pack. I'm not sure how to, so we'll just... Oh, here we go. I remember this stuff. This is great. Ooh, tire choice. A, B, C, D, Q, or W. All right, qualifying wets A, B, C, and D. I'm guessing A to D is soft to medium. Do I literally hit the key? Do I go left and right? Oh, I go left and right. Okay. Okay, we're going C's. Is this my quali lap? I think it might be. All right, here's the frame rate. Oh my god. All right, don't crash. Leave in the pits. Okay, what I want to do, I'm gonna stop here for a second because there's a button you can press to change the the detail. Oh, there we go. There's the processor occupancy. That's what's throttling the frames. All right, so how do I? There's a button. I remember this. Oh, look at that. There's like that extra detail we just got there. All right, we're gonna do that extra detail. Oh god, is it killing? What's my processor occupancy when I do that? Oh my god, this is like treacle. Oh yeah, look at the difference. We'll put that on. Turn it off. Crazy. Alright. Look at that. Oh, Rouge looking beautiful. Oh my god. 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 I'm guessing this is quali. I don't know if there was practice. I mean, there was practice in this game, I'm pretty sure. 300 to... God, it's amazing how important the brake markers are in this, because you can't actually tell where the apex is at all until you're about 50 meters from it. Oh, look at this now. Look at the frame rate. It's looking great. Here at the far side of the track, off in the woods. Oh my god. Wow. It literally sped up so fast that I was unable to react to the turn. Big fan of those fake billboards as well. One of my favorite things about this game is the discrepancy between the 3D... Come on, yes! The 3D graphics and the kind of beautiful cockpit, especially for the time. I played this on the Amiga 600. This is the PC DOS version. And certainly on the Amiga at least, this steering wheel situation was beautiful. It was really impressive looking. The fact that nothing like the steering wheel itself didn't move or didn't really matter. I don't know, I guess we just didn't expect games to do things like that back then, but the heads-up display was like a very interesting, fun, like it really placed you in the car. I mean, you can change the, we can change the camera and go outside or whatever, but it really made you feel like, oh, this is like a simulation game. You can do all this stuff. It's probably a bad idea while I'm driving, actually. Oh Jesus, oh Jesus. How did I survive? Uh-oh. Wait, why is this chicane going that way? Oh, that was the... What the fuck? Was that... Is the end of this lap different? Yeah, the bit that slows you down isn't there. I guess the end of Spa got changed. Or this... Or maybe I got confused by the camera, I don't know. But it looked like the... There's a very slow... Oh. There's a very slow stop. But my laptop's not going to be very good there. 7 seconds. Alright, non-championship race. Let's see if I can see what it'll give me in terms of options. Where'll we go? Interlagos, why not? Beautiful circuit. This one looks the same. Doodle-doodle-doo. Right about. Into the arena. Up the hill. Up Spook Hill and home. Just going straight in again, aren't we? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Free practice qualifying. Pre-race practice and race. Can I... If I just go to race, will you let me just pick where I want to be? Oh, look at this. Look at this. They have 2 buttons. One for go down a little bit. And one for go down a lot. I wonder why that was. I feel like the Amiga version didn't have mouse support. Maybe it did. I don't know. I remember playing on a joystick mostly. Look at this. There's nothing I can do here. I guess I'm just starting from the back of the grid again. Robert Davis. Look at him there. I think I'm that one pixel on the left, the one right at the back. I think that's me. Robert Davis. There's Mark Scott. There I am. Look at that. Looking beautiful. Okay. Let's see what I can do in one lap here. Lights out. And away we go. Alright, I'm going to attack down the inside. The braking point on this corner is always a handy one for getting around people. Uh-oh. I'm losing the back. Slow down. Here we go. Nice work. Up in the 7th place. 19 positions. Oh, you can see the Z-buffer there. The car in front went... I could see the car through one of the advertising banners there, the hoarding. Come on. Give it a speed coming out of this corner. Come on, get out of my way. Oh, everyone's trying to overtake. Oh, whoa. Disaster. Oh, no. We're going to collect everyone. Oh, easy come, easy go. Right back into 25th. How damages to my car? So I can see on the heads-up display on the right there, I've got... Oh, my rear wing is busted. Oh, turning's impossible. There's a marshal out there with a green flag. Do you see that? Oh, yeah, turning's hard. Whoa. Oh, he spun. It's a disaster. Okay, we're gonna limp back and get into the pits. Oh my god, it's so hard to drive this thing. I don't know if the clicking of my keyboard is coming across on the microphone, but this is treacherous driving. So I remember when you're playing, there was a replay function. I think when you finished the race was the only time you could do it, though. I remember playing this. This is one of the first games I ever owned on the Amiga, and my sister was really good at it. And she got into F1, I think maybe through this. But she was the one who introduced me to Formula 1. I used to watch these races. I remember in 1991 season, 92 season. I remember watching anyway. Oh god, this is just. So in many ways, I owe my love of the sport to this charming little game. Alright, let's try and make it into the pits here. I can't even see where the pits are. Okay, there's the line. In we come. Oh god. Keep it on the road. I don't know if this is automatic or not, so this should be interesting. Which one's my box? I have no idea which one my box is. Is it you guys? I hope so. Brakes on. Oh, change tires. Oh, he's dropped my visor. Let's go to A's. Let's catch up with everyone. think I chose my tires. Does it just put them on at the end? It's a long pit stop, guys, even for a wing. I guess it's the rear wing. Can they replace the rear wing back then? Surely not. But did they do in this game? Am I doing? Am I? Should I? I'm trying to choose this tire, but oh my god! I know how Roman Grosjean felt now. There we go. Is that it? Okay, we're good. You're happy. That was just a standard 20-second pit stop. Well, at least the frame rate will be good now. As long as I don't pile it into this wall. Alright, here we go. Okay. Foot to the floor. Let's go. Oh god, he just... Antonio Lucchini literally... Oh, yellow flag. He literally just finished his lap, so... Oh my god, oh my god. Oh look, he spun off. Everyone's spinning off. It's so difficult. I feel like I'm driving a race car like without my glasses. Like I can't see anything that's more than... Oh my god. That's more than 50 yards away. So I'm just kind of guessing. Like, that looks like a stop sign. Oh, what are you doing? Look at this guy. This is my battle for position, is it? Oh my god, oh my god. The CPU throttling thing is bananas. Come on. Brake hard, brake hard, brake hard, turn. Oh. It doesn't even feel like I have to learn the tracks. It feels like I have to learn like how the braking works in this game. It's really difficult to get a feel for how much you're braking at all. Because there's like not much in the game is like telling me what that is. Like the car's not like lurching forward in an animation. It's hard to like tell distance really. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So what I used to do, I feel bad for doing this. What I used to do to win these games when I was a baby, because I was only young when this game came out, was that I would... Can I do this? Will it let me? Was that I used to drive around the track backwards with invincibility on. Oh, that's the suggested gear you can turn on there. Yeah, so drive around the track backwards with invincibility on and basically attempt to ram everyone off until I was the only one left. But I can't seem to turn around right now, so I don't know what's going on there. What I'll do instead is I'll let them overtake me and I'll undertake myself. I'll do my best Esteban Ocon impression here in Interlagos. Oh my god, this game is hard. Come on, should overtake one of them. I guess these are the front runners as well, so they're going to be the hardest to overtake, but I believe in me. Especially now I've turned on the racing line, it really helps. Like, I don't need the racing line for this. What I need is, like, automatic brakes or something. I guess automatic brakes is on this. Maybe I'll turn on... Is that automatic brakes? The top one? Let me try that. Okay, this is a bit easier. I just hold accelerator then, basically. Come on, my tires must be heated up by now. Forget all those spins. Oh no! Oh no! We touched! The crowd is going crazy! Come on, just let me overtake one person. I can do it in Monaco. Oh yeah, there those auto brakes. Come on. Only 28 seconds between me and 25th. Come on. Just disappearing into the distance. Frame rate's looking better. Look at that. Now it's looking saucy. Yeah, can't even catch up with him. They did fix my rear wing, so can't complain that much. Alright, what else to show off in this classic Grand Prix video game? What else do we have here? Control method. Ooh, you can play with your mouse. That sounds like an absolute nightmare. Printer. Printer port. Why would I want a printer? Send form feed after print. Do a test print. Oh my god, they did have so there was a community of people that used to play this by mail. I remember that now. And I think I read something about people doing it again recently. But that was done via floppy disk. They'd pick a driver and race their race and then pass it to the next person. But I don't know what this is. I guess maybe you just want to print out your split times. This was the closest thing to a Formula 1 simulator back in 1991 or whatever, so... What else? Game. Frame rate, 20. 25. Could have been playing at 25 this whole time. 23. We like to go with 23.94 when we're doing... filming our no-clip documentary, so maybe I can put it there. Animations, no. I mean, let's turn on some of this stuff, I guess. Number of turns players in multiplayer mode. That's it. That's the play-by-mail thing. That's crazy. Show distances in miles or kilometers. Fast windows. Sure. Fade speed. Set date. Use internal clock. No. What did it say the internal clock says? Oh yeah, I was right. There you go. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay, let's see if there's any functional difference in how this game looks and runs now that we've turned it up to a blistering 25 frames per second. I'm gonna change the quick race. This is the best way of doing this, obviously. To what'll be an interesting one? Mexico City, Manicours. I do miss that track. Silverstone, Hockenheim, Hungaroring. We go for Monza. Monza got a bit of speed on it. Let's go for Monza. It's fast anyway. And then, of course, we'll have to replace the save file. Go back to the main menu. Go to quick race. Thank you. I love how this is literally just the choose a race screen, but they just don't let you choose a different track. It's interesting. All right, here we are. See how the frame rate is now. If it's demonstrably better, I apologize. I'm gonna leave auto braking on because that clearly seemed to work. I'm gonna turn off invincible car in the driving line though. Alright, wish me luck, friends. Come on, here we go. It's a little better, yeah. I give it, I'd say it's a little better. Oh, there's a crash. Down the inside, die down the inside, use that pit lane. And the track gets nice and fat. It's auto braking's on, right? Auto braking's on? Right? Oh shit. Guess not. Well, my front ring's gone. I guess auto braking for the turn is on, but maybe not so much the, you know, the traffic. Oh yeah, this is hard to turn. Oh, someone spun out. Into 16th here. Made up 10 places again. Down the inside, come on. Yeah, they definitely changed the turns there. Maybe they're too tight for... for the regular game. Alright, here we go. Curva Grande. Taking it blistering speeds. Dive down the inside. Trying to make sure I don't hit this guy. Where's the apex? Who knows? I know it's coming up on the left, but I cannot see where it is. 200. Look, there's cars in the distance. 100. Is he diving into my inside? I think he might be. He is. Look at that. Oh, I guess that's somebody else who didn't have their rear wing banjaxed. The frame rate was a bit better, I'll give it that. It might have also just been because it was in Monza and there's just a lot less like buildings and stuff around there. Yeah, there you go. Formula 1 Grand Prix. Trip down memory lane. You know, warts and all.
All right, that was Formula 1 Grand Prix by Jeff Crammond. I guess I'm not very good at that game anymore. Hopefully I still gave you a good trip down memory lane if you're a fan of that game. And if you'd never seen it before, or perhaps if you'd heard of it but didn't really know what it was all about, I hope I did it justice. It was a difficult game. It was also, you know, of an era when we were a little bit more patient about learning games and trying to get better at them. So I certainly remember, you know, sitting down on a Saturday afternoon and playing it for like 3 or 4 hours as opposed to like jumping in and instantly wanting to be overtaking and winning races. Yeah, to me, Monaco especially is the circuit that looks, in my mind's eye, almost identical to how it played there. So that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching this. Please, if you have any ideas for other games we should play, put them in the comments below. Actually, hold that thought. While I was in Austin for South by Southwest, I was actually at the Circuit of the Americas as well. Shift F1 fan, or I guess maybe it was Alt F1 back then, fan gave me this signed Alexander Rossi hat, by the way. It says, "To Daniel Dwyer, Alt F1 podcast," and it's signed by him there as well. So I keep this near and dear to me, so that's why I still have it here. I was flying in and I actually saw Circuit of the Americas while I was in Austin, and I guess I had F1 on the mind, and I went to a local video game like secondhand store and I picked up these two. So I've Mario Andretti Racing and Super Monaco Grand Prix 2, which I've never actually played 2. So these are going to go up in the next poll along with a bunch of other ones. So keep your eyes peeled on our Patreon for that. Like I've said before, thank you so much for supporting our work. I hope you've enjoyed this. Bunch more stuff coming for patrons only this month. You know, free podcasts, video stuff, all that good stuff. But until then, I hope you're enjoying this 2019 season, and I'll see you next time for some more Formula 1 video game history.